We turn now to our top story at 6:04 this morning. The Department of Justice is now getting involved in the investigation into the repairs of the Washington Bridge. They sent a civil investigative demand to the Rhode Island Department of Transportation to see the last 10 years worth of records on the now closed bridge. That is a move that Governor Dan McKee says he saw coming. Good morning, Providence reporter Yanni Tregellis is live in East Providence with more on the latest bridge updates. Yanni?
Yeah, that's exactly right, Kara. The governor's office saying that they saw this coming and they did notify RIDOT to fully cooperate with this investigation after the DOJ sent notice to the Rhode Island Department of Transportation that they'd launched an investigation into the Washington Bridge on Friday, demanding RIDOT produce documents related to its work on the bridge dating back nearly a decade to January of 2015, specifically related to documents, photos, and videos related to any tension rods in the area of the critical failure that caused the shutdown. Now, again, this investigation coming after almost 2 months after the Washington Bridge's abrupt shutdown in early December. And as we learned over the weekend, the investigation comes after some members of the state's congressional delegation reached out to Washington to encourage them to take a look at the bridge.
Well, I think it's appropriate. It's a appropriate thing for there to be an independent review of what happened, how the bridge got to the state that it was in, and who, if anyone, needs to be held accountable.
Now, in total, there were 8 pages worth of documents related to the investigation by the Department of Justice that were sent to the state on Friday. The investigation circled around, quote, the False Claims Act. Now, again, the initial report from the state and from RIDOT after the bridge's initial shutdown was that it would take about 3 months to get it repaired and fully reopened for drivers. But of course, last week there was that update from the governor and RIDOT director Peter Alviti that it could be longer than that initial 3-month time frame, and there could also be a need for a full reconstruction of the bridge. Now, also in relation to the DOJ's investigation into the Washington Bridge and RIDOT has 30 days, 1 month to gather up those 10 years worth of documents and get them to the DOJ. We're live in East Providence. Yanni Tregellis, ABC 6 News.